So guys, BDO is almost 6 years already, and still there are a lot of new updates that we are expecting in the year 2021. So CalpheON Ball has just finished, and we will try to summarize what we have seen in the CalpheON Ball that we have observed. So the first one is that there is a node War Revamp. So this has already been present in the global labs, and the thing is, there will be a regional format already. So when you are having a node, then you can actually on the next day you need to defend that node. At the same time, if you also want to attack, you can also attack the adjacent node. So there are a lot. It's a bit hard to explain this one. So you can read the patch note, or we can specify, or we can make another video that's specific for this one. So the next one will be the guild main server. So there will be a lot more benefits in playing the main server, like there's no CD on the same channel name. The main server doesn't really matter the number that is you're selecting. So it can be CalpheON 1, CalpheON 2, CalpheON 3, but one of the benefit is that you can change between those server number without any cooldown. So also there will be Invasion Week and Server Wars. So this is a very PvP centric content. So for Invasion Week, they are planning to have it every once or every 2 months. So every time the Invasion Week is on, attack and defense buff will be present in the main server. So if you have the main server in that particular area, as long as you are in that server, then you have the AP and DP buff. At the same time, other guilds from different server can also invade for open PvP to get the server relic and get additional buff in their server. However, invaders from the different server has no main server buff, so that is an advantage. But if they are really strong, then I don't think the server buff is enough to actually stop these invaders from invading. But there will be some sheriff system for weaker players, which you can call the strongest player in the server and to help you defend or whatever you need to help with. Then after that, after Invasion Week, this is a very great update. So guilds in each server will be split into two camps. One will be in CalpheON and the rest will be in Valencia. So each camp will take in a grand battle. So this is free for all. CalpheON versus Valencia. This is war once again. So all the guilds in those particular maps will battle until, I'm not so sure what is the plan, but who will win, CalpheON or Valencia? Do your bet. Then another PvP content will be 10:10 crew PvP. So people can recruit comrade in arms and form a group in order to compete to each other. So this is 10 versus 10 PvP gameplay. So they are planning for a possible capture the flag gameplay or a mini siege war. Then also there will be a planned cross server championship league for 10 versus 10 crew PvP. Then another update will be additional ways to get Caphras Stone. So they are planning again to add PvP content rewards for these to get Caphras Stones. Then another one will be Blackstar equipment try or TET upgrade. So right now they saying that it's when people are getting TET, just like what I just did. So they are no longer trying to upgrade to pen because of very low chance. So instead of upgrading to pen, you can get some materials in the Hadum realm, and in order to upgrade your Blackstar. So it looks like Caphras, but not really Caphras, because you cannot get it to like level 20 in order to guaranteed 100% chance. It just upgrade your equipment to have higher AP or higher DP, or the Blackstar equipment rather. And of course guys, December 22 winter season will begin. So yes, be ready. It's Christmas season, vacation time. Let's get ready with the winter season, guys. Then the next one is the Blackstar raid. So the meteorite in the one of the quests in getting the Blackstar weapon in Star's End. So that meteorite is the dead god of despair, as what we have known in the recent Odilita quest. So that god is the new world boss. Imagine that. So we have the new world boss just in Star's End. along all this time. So the gameplay will be like the relic fragment in the Dark Rift, where it will just summon incarnations of corruption. Then you will have some platform in order to attack the meteorite. So the drop will be not a boss armor or boss weapon. It will drop upgrade materials in order to upgrade your Black Star equipment. Then they have also mentioned about the mystical fish, in which it took 2 years in order to complete this one in Korea, and in order to summon Vel. So to commemorate the great event, a statue or NPC will be added in major towns, displaying that particular player. Then of course this will be implemented also to other servers as well, and the first one in each server to complete the mystical fish and summon Veil will get or will have an NPC created in reference to him to immortalize his achievement. Pretty nice, huh? Then of course guys, the very much awaited Mountain of Eternal Winter expansion. So this will be still on next year, 2021, 1 year from now. This is the home of the Guardian. So Guardian will have resistance buff to resistance on the hypothermia effect in this particular mountain, while Shy can also buff the party in order to avoid the hypothermia effect. Then of course there will be hunting grounds similar to all our expansions. The first they mentioned is the residents in the Golden Mountain, the Okjinini. I'm not so sure, but they are like snow yeti creatures, which is like to duel 1 versus 1 against the player. Very different from the usual grind all the mobs at the same time. Then the next one that they mentioned is the Murwak Labyrinth, which is the bugs underneath a dungeon that acts like an ant. Then from time to time, the queen will appear and summons countless of monsters, which will result to a chaotic battle. And of course, the golden dragon, which lies in the peak of the mountain. So there will be a new raid mechanic for this one, which is pretty exciting to see, but still very far. But hopefully we can see this one really soon. I'm very excited for this one. And speaking of dragon, we have a T4 dragon pet from the winter bearing egg. Get it guys now, T4 free from Pearl Abyss. Nice. Then of course, another hunting ground also, which is the Terror of the Deep Sea. So what will happen is basically the more kills in this particular area, the harder the monsters become. So you can go out and get all the loots while you are still living, or you can try dying, or you can die trying, I mean, and get only half the loot. So there will be 2 weeks restriction, 2 to 1 month rather time restriction in order to re-enter this particular dungeon. Then we have another update, which is the mansion, which is basically a residence expansion. I'm not so sure, pretty minor but maybe major for all players. But basically this new residence, you can decorate already both the interior and exterior of the mansion. Then another dungeon guys, which is the Ataraxion Dungeon, which is basically a co-op 3 to 5 man party inside the ancient stone chamber. So there are also added mechanics in this particular dungeon, which requires each member to do some things aside from killing mobs. Let's see how nice will this one. Another party gameplay, which is pretty nice to see in BDO, which is most of the time is solo gameplay. And of course, this is the very much exciting thing for me, which is they finally confirmed, although they have really already mentioned this one, but they have confirmed that they have developed the Kingdom of Haso in Portrait. So the first one, which will be the Land of Dawn, will be planned to released 2 years from now, of course, because by next year we will have first the winter. What do you call that one? The Mountain of the Eternal Winter. So another year from that one, and we can finally have another continent after the Great Ocean. So very exciting news guys, and I'm very happy to see that BDO is still living. At least 2 years from now, it's still on guys, and let's see the continent where the Musa, Mewa, and the Lan is originating. And of course, a new class a female class again, which is announced already. I mean, data mined already, which was originally called as the Paladin, but in the mobile version, Paladin is already what the Succession Valkyrie is called. So what we have now, this class is called the Nova, which is bringing a mace and a tower shield as a sub weapon. So another update that we have seen. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That is the summary of the roadmap of BDO in the year 2021. So see you soon again. Continue playing BDO and see you in game. Peace.